Hello everyone, my name is Matthew and this is Learn the Lingo. Welcome to Lesson 15 of Hebrew Basics, a series where we learn the essentials of Hebrew grammar. During these next couple lessons, we are going to be learning some ways we can ask questions in Hebrew. So far, we've only learned how to make statements, which are sentences that state something instead of asking it. The sentence, "you want this," is a statement. It's stating the fact that you want this. Let's say this in Hebrew. To translate you, let's use the masculine plural you pronoun atem. Since we're using atem, the verb want must be in masculine plural form, which will be rotzim. This is ze. But you want this is not atem rotzim ze. This is because ze, the direct object of the verb rotzim, is a pronoun. In our last lesson, we learned that pronouns are definite, and when we have a definite direct object of a verb in Hebrew, the preposition et must go before it. So we put et before ze to get the correct Hebrew translation of you want this. Atem rotzim et ze. Atem rotzim et ze. You want this. Atem rotzim et ze is a statement. It's not asking if you want this, it's saying that you do. Today, we are going to learn how to take a statement and make it into a question. The simplest way to do this when speaking is to say it like a question. Atem rotzim et ze? Do you want this? In Hebrew, we don't need the word do or anything. We can just say the sentence in a questioning way. When writing in modern Hebrew, question marks are added at the end of a question. Atem rotzim et ze? Question mark. Do you want this? And periods are added at the end of statements. Atem rotzim et ze. Period. You want this. Just like in English. In biblical Hebrew, though, there are no punctuation marks to differentiate between statements and questions. And since the Bible is written, you can't hear the tone to know whether a sentence is a statement or a question. However, often in the Bible, you can tell that a sentence is a question, because it will begin with a hey and patak shva, ha. This hey will attach to the first word of the sentence, showing that it is a question. Also, if a second question is asked immediately afterwards, that question will start with the word im, spelled with an aleph. One example of this is Joshua 5:13, where Joshua asks the man who appears to him, Halanu ata? Are you for us? A question starting with ha, im latzarenu, or for our enemies. A second question, which starts with im. In modern Hebrew, you can also show you're asking a question by using the word ha'im. This word can be used at the beginning of a question whose answer should be a yes or no. We can ask, Ha'im atem rotzim et ze? Do you want this? Starting the question with ha'im. We can answer by saying lo, no. But if we want to say yes, the word we use is ken. Lo, no, or ken, yes. Let's learn a new verb from the root aleph hey beit. This root has a meaning of both loving and liking. How you translate it depends on the context. We'll start by making the masculine singular form of the present tense. To make that, we start with the first letter, the silent aleph. After that comes a vav with cholam, o. Then the second letter hey, under which we put a tsere, a. The word ends with the third letter without dagesh, which is beit, v. Ohev, loves or likes, in masculine singular form. The feminine singular form is made by taking the masculine singular form, changing the tsere into a segol, and adding an et at the end. That makes ohevet, loves or likes, in feminine singular form. The masculine and feminine plural forms of the present tense of a verb are usually made by taking the masculine singular form, changing the tsere into a shva, and adding either a masculine im ending or a feminine ot ending. But the root aleph hey beit will not do this because of its second letter. If the second letter of a root is an aleph, ayin, chet, or hey, those letters will not be able to take a shva in the masculine and feminine plural forms of the present tense. These four letters will never take a shva if they are the first letter of a syllable, though they can in certain cases if they're the last letter. But these forms of the present tense is not one of those cases. So what do we do? If a letter should have a shva but can't, we have to use a vowel with the shva to make a patak shva, a segol shva, or even a kamat shva. The masculine and feminine plural forms of the present tense of a verb will take on a patak with its shva, So an ah sound comes after the second letter. So we get ohavim, love or like in masculine plural form, and ohavot, love or like in feminine plural form. Let's say, do you like this? Since this is a question that needs a yes or no answer, we can start it with ha'im, though we don't have to. For you, let's first use the masculine singular ata. Because we're using that, the verb like must also be in masculine singular form, so that's ohev. This is ze, but since it's the definite direct object of the verb ohev, we have to say et ze. Then in writing, we end with a question mark, and we ask it like this. Ha'im ata ohev ze? Do you like this? Ha'im ata ohev ze? Let's use the other forms of you. The feminine singular form is at, and its corresponding verb like is ohevet. Ha'im at ohevet ze? Do you like this? Ha'im at ohevet ze? Atem is the masculine plural form of you, and the masculine plural form of the verb like is ohavim, with a patak shva under the second letter he. Ha'im atem ohavim et ze? Do you like this in masculine plural form? Ha'im atem ohavim et ze? And finally, aten is the feminine plural form of you. So for the verb like to agree with it in gender and number, we must use the feminine plural ohavot. Ha'im aten ohavot et ze? Do you like this in feminine plural form? Ha'im aten ohavot et ze? And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you want to learn more Hebrew, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.